Shake out the sillies, boys. We're going live.
Hit it! Culture, sophisticated
Podcast Nation. Now tell me something good. Oh yeah.
What's up, everybody? What's up, everybody?
Oh my God.
People on podcast.
What side do I talk into?
Oh my God, look what I found in my pocket.
Swedish
fish.
Wait a second.
How many sprays? For real.
2 sprays
It's
for
like
sure.
brutal, bro.
It's 2 sprays for sure, but very fresh just when I
Is
left
it
the house.
because of the humidity? I mean, like, it's...
Oh, maybe when I got my car, it was so hot.
I could taste what you're wearing right now on my
Well,
tongue.
who am I? You didn't do your normal
Mike
introduction.
Platt of Derek T. Dennis the intern.
Hey, we're back.
Trapped down in the well. It's hot.
It is
It's
hot.
not necessarily hot in the well, but when Derek came to the studio, like, I mean, you don't smell it right now,
I
dude.
do.
Like, come
I
on,
do.
Really?
No, yeah, you
it's
were-
not even shtick.
You are assaulting me.
And I am not disagreeing with you. I agree with you. I just took a shower,
But, like,
and right
why?
after it's a habit. I am a.
It's rude.
I'm a. How is it rude? This was what I
it
did.
is a little intrusive.
It was. That's what it was.
Normally, I'm messing with you. When I see Derek, I usually ask him how many sprays immediately, right?
Yeah.
Normally, like, it's kind of shtick. Right now,
You're straight up.
It's hurting me. I don't know if it's because there's no windows in the studio.
There's not a lot of ventilation down there.
I don't smell it at all, but it's me.
That's
so
because you're
I get
used to it.
We might have to get a fan.
We're
No,
going to
you
have to
can't.
crack open. We're going to have to go through the wall with a sledge.
It was 2 sprays. It was 2 sprays.
Of what?
Of the cologne, but it was
but, like,
right before I
all right,
got
okay,
my car.
but is it 2 sprays from a cologne bottle, or did you feel like a Windex bottle? And
This is what it was. That's what it was.
I think you just
Here
needed
and
one
here.
I don't know,
On each
man.
side of like my neck.
Are you trying to like pick me up or something?
No, it's just habit, man. Like I don't know. It's just I even
What is
sometimes
it?
when I do like self-submit auditions, it just by habit. Obviously, I'm filming myself. They can't smell me, and I do it, and I laugh at myself afterwards because it's just
It's gross.
habit.
It's gross.
What is it?
gross.
What is it?
It's not
What-
gross. A lot of
What's
a lot of
coming at me
compliments
right
on it.
now?
Dracar, maybe?
Is it Jakar?
No, it's
is it
Canoe?
Stetson?
Is it Canoe?
Stetson?
No, it's this cologne from
Old Spice?
Pac Sun called.
Pac Sun is where, like, the 12-year-old boys go
Dude, I've been
before
wearing
they
it
hit puberty.
for a very long time. It's great.
Derek D is trying to single-handedly bring back high karate.
Dude, it's in
Atlas.
my mouth. Like, it's in
I know it's kind of fouling the taste of my beverage a little bit.
100%.
Yeah.
I'm not even kidding.
That is not
And
true.
you have a coffee.
Derek, it's true, bro.
That is a lie. That is a lie, sir.
Yo, Dennis.
It's not playing well with
All
my
right,
beverage.
listen. Okay. So the viewers don't know this yet, but Chris Lodano's on his way here. Eventually, he'll come.
He'll
come.
vegan
and
his way
come
Oh,
sit
that's
here.
a good.
He is not
litmus
here
test.
right now. We've already started. He's going to sit down, and we have to find a fair way to pose this to him.
What if first of all,
It's so bad. How long until he says
he's the
it?
it's
litmus
a winner
test.
if he says, "What's that smell?"
Okay.
So we could basically just end that we've won podcasting for the
But
entire month.
even if you say, "Do you smell anything?"
No, I don't wanna
If he
say- no,
says,
I don't wanna
Derek
bring it
D's
up.
cologne, then that's boom.
No. We can't bring it up because then
We
it won't
can't.
be fair. I don't want to taint this because I'm so confident that he's going to walk in that room and say something.
He says everything to everyone about anything, so he will mention. He will think it's me. I bet he does think it's me. I don't think because I'm sitting closest to him.
But even if he does, it's not you. So
I wouldn't even be rude because the amount of cologne that's coming off of Derek,
It's not-
like if someone was
It's-
sitting, he would definitely think it was me or you.
Well,
It's bad, dude. I can't even
It's not
enjoy
bad.
the Swedish fish.
Oh, get out
Maybe
of
a Swedish
here.
fish will kill it. I don't know.
You gotta shove them up your nose.
it smells good.
It's not even the smell at this point because I mean, arguably it smells good, but it's ruining my taste buds.
It is,
Dude, it's 2 sprays.
It's
but it was
brutal,
2
dude.
sprays 15 minutes ago.
Yeah, that's the thing, man. Like, do you drink
think,
it?
Do you think it compounds on his?
Did
on his
now
wire?
did your cologne scent come with like a body scrub?
No.
And like a laundry thing.
No.
So you're trying to layer?
And a
Are
pair
you
of
layering
shorts.
right now?
No.
And
not
maybe
at all.
like a puka shell necklace?
No, not puka shell. No, not at all. Not at all.
I don't know. I
It's
think
something
you're-
to do with the humidity, man.
Maybe. I don't know.
But you're not
Let me get one
shiny.
of those Swedish fish.
No.
You're not
No.
going to enjoy the taste of it. It'll taste like your cologne.
If I showered, well, because I worked out earlier, then I jumped right in the ocean afterwards, and then I showered on the beach.
We
So I
get
went-
it. You're fit and live by the water. Can we just move on? All right. We love you. You got your wads and your Murphs.
Dennis the intern.
So wait. All right, so he comes in. He says
missed this.
He says something on his own. We shut for if he comes in and says something immediately, we shut his mic off. He's off the show.
No.
I don't think he's off the show, but he's. I honestly think that we've won podcast.
Maybe I'm off the show. You would have proven me. No, and I don't even say I'm not. Hey, I'm
we
over
start-
here. You're not. You guys aren't wrong. I'm not over here saying you're wrong.
When he walks in, Dennis,
Right.
since you are the intern,
I am.
have a stopwatch on your phone open.
Got it.
Hit start. Let's at least see how long it takes for him to mention it, because I'm so confident that it does not go to the end of the show. And if it goes to the end of the show, after we close out the show, we'll then remind me, because I'll forget.
Yeah.
We'll bring it up to him. How did you not say anything about Derek's cologne? And then I guarantee you he'll say at that point, "Oh my God,
my God, forget about
I didn't
it."
want to say anything. I didn't,
Yeah.
Well, we got to think of a way. So if he doesn't just say it on his own, how do we get him?
I just said that you were texting,
can I-
and I just explained it to the audience.
Welcome to the show, Derek. Can
Someone
I honestly
texted
say
me.
this?
I had
Christopher
that.
Lodondo has never said the words, "I didn't want to say anything." He's never even put the word in his
No, but I don't think he would say. I don't know. We'll see what he says. But
we are in an enclosed space underground.
We're not underground.
We are under.
We're actually above
We're
ground.
above ground, but we're underground. And like, there's no ventilation in here. And off to my right,
There's ventilation in here.
There's shampoos.
See, this is the problem.
Barbasol.
This is the caveat to the issue. All right, because for those
Do we have a writer? A writer on the floor?
for the people who don't know about the well, it's half studio, half salon.
Half salon.
Yeah. Okay. So when he walks in, he may automatically assume it's not this guy. It's the
salon.
Right?
But that's the thing too, is that I'm sitting here in half a salon, and I promise, if the Lovely and Talented was doing a perm, I wouldn't even notice because of
well, Dennis is sitting closer to me
Pack's
right
son.
now.
As a matter
than
of-
Mike Polano.
As a matter of fact, I was down here setting up the studio.
No.
And she was doing color in somebody's hair.
Uh-huh.
I didn't smell anything.
Nothing.
Nothing.
You wouldn't
had a
necessarily
nice-
smell that. Color, that's right. The coloring isn't really.
What I'm trying to say is basically your cologne has outperformed all of this. Ralph Lauren.
Yes.
Hey, it's great cologne, and I get a lot of compliments from chicks.
It's confusing.
You know what it is, though?
It's a confuse-
But in the
it's-
beginning, you're right. It's very fresh. Once it settles in, it's not as strong.
All right, well, can you do us a solid then and maybe like spray it a day before you
I
come
barely
over?
remember. Just like
You know what I mean?
Like pick out the shirt I'm gonna wear. Do a spritz on it the night before, and
But
then
also,
put it on.
what's wrong with a little zest? How about a little Irish Spring? This show brought to you by Irish Spring. Like, why don't you just put on some soap?
No, I just took a
a
shower.
little speed stick.
I took a shower before you guys
You know,
came over, right?
with some Tide.
It was a long day. Did a lot of stuff, right?
Uh-huh.
Took a shower. I got out of the shower. I just took my deodorant and did 1 or 2 swipes in each
What's
pit.
your average?
Like, am I going to work for a full day?
Yeah.
Like, I don't know, maybe 5 a pit. 10.
That's about 10.
No, 5 a pit. 10 total.
10 total. Yeah.
Right?
I think I'm about 5.
He's texting again.
He is.
My brother.
So
You're talking about your cologne,
I was like, yo, I'm going white trash today. I don't know if everybody noticed, but I have cargo shorts on with a t-shirt that says local on it with a map of New Jersey, no sleeves, a trucker hat that says cock.
Yes.
Right? So I was like, I don't want to
You're
put on,
leaning into it.
I need some body odor to go with the outfit.
Right. You want a little funk.
Right. So I just went two rolls, one up, one down, 2 each side, 4 total.
I think I'm like
Right?
a.
I
Wait,
thought
so
that was still
one
too
up, one
much.
down is 2?
1, 2.
I think I'm like a 1, 2. I'm like like that.
So I'm like 1, 2, 3, 4. I
it's
think
like
I end on the
I'm
upstroke.
I'm like a 4 or 5. I end on the down.
You end on the down?
Where do you guys end up?
1,
yeah.
2, 3, 4. Yeah.
Wait,
Up,
you end
down.
on an up, not a down?
I start on the down and I end on the
Don't
up.
let him Jedi mind trick you right
No,
now,
I don't.
Dennis.
I'm
He's
not.
taking you out of what we're really talking about
true.
here.
That's true.
He's going to
You
semantics.
did not-
I'm not.
It's the
Hold
fog.
on. I'm a little interested in this. I would like people to. What do they?
We would like
how
you
many
to smell
swipes,
less.
How many swipes of deodorant do you put in your armpit, and where do you end on the up or the down swipe?
I'm a
Think about
down
that.
guy, but I mean,
And what's
I'm
the
a
first
down
thing
guy.
you wash in the shower?
my left
Hair.
arm.
I wash my left arm too.
Yeah, because we're both Sicilian.
Well, you guys do body before hair.
Well, I don't have hair.
Oh, that's right. Do you do body before? I always do hair.
I do hair. I work top down, but everybody starts at the top.
I'm
I
talking
just meant,
hair on the head.
Yeah, when you use soap or body wash or whatever it is you use, probably some
Body wash.
loofah.
I use a
crazy
loofah.
From
I use body wash
Hot
on a loofah.
Topic.
No.
You know? I wash myself in seawater.
Do you pee in the shower? 1, 2, 3.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, figured.
Oh, come on.
I mean, hey, man.
Of course.
But do you make aim right onto the drain?
No.
Really?
I actually.
You just
it's
go
a game.
standing up?
No, I play that game.
Yeah, I played. Yeah.
No, I don't. Wherever I get in the shower wherever I'm facing.
Deuce in the shower. 1, 2, 3.
No.
Yeah,
Ooh.
no.
Oops.
What about aqua dumps?
What? In the ocean. I've explained this.
I've never done that.
Oh,
but-
you should. You should. It's like angels pulling rope.
I have lived
From heaven to
as
the grave.
long as I've been alive, and up until like a year ago, I've never had to poop outside. Up until about a year or two.
Whoa, whoa,
years.
whoa.
Where did you have to go
What do you
outside
mean?
eventually?
I've never pooped. Well, not like
outside?
like straight up. Like I was hiking,
I mean, like in the woods.
like in the woods, and I kind of I part of me felt like I let myself down, but also part of me felt like I've kind of like opened up like another achievement in man levels.
Wait, are you saying in like a porta potty or actually in?
Nope, man, just me and nature and a tree
leaves.
and some leaves,
Wow.
and I felt so good about it that I walked back the way and around the trail.
You were by yourself?
Yeah, I was by myself. No,
Dennis
I'm
the
not
intern,
gonna,
everybody.
I'm not going to do that with.
Does
people
Dennis the
around.
intern shit in the woods? The answer?
Yes.
Yes.
Well, at least he did it once. That's not like
Only
a thing.
once? I mean, only one time?
Only one time.
Really?
Only one time.
I mean, that's not. I don't enjoy it. Like this shit
I've
had
done it
sleeves.
before, but I don't.
You know what I mean? So at least twice I got. I got caught in a situation.
It is a cool shirt though. It's a picture of Jersey and it says local across it, like right across the center. Which
I
is
liked it.
Central, which is where
We
we're
established that before while you were texting.
and now I feel bad. I feel bad that I liked it because you said it was like. But I liked it.
You like what,
I
my
like the
shirt?
shirt. I do.
I'm gonna go up to people in public and just go right up in their face, put a thumbs up.
Hello.
And that's me liking
Hey,
them.
I'm in your backyard.
Oh,
All right. Well, this will be fun for everybody. Then there's 2 white doors, the only doors that go into the bottom.
yeah. Come
You
on
can
through.
open that. Watch your head. Make a hard left.
How did you get into the backyard?
Make a hard left. I told him don't bother. You know.
Oh,
don't
right.
bother.
Yeah. Don't.
There's,
Oh,
see,
I
there's
see
a door
light.
right there. Oh, you see a little light, illumination.
Oh no.
And is that door going to open?
Ladies and
dum,
gentlemen,
We're gonna-
boys and girls, children of all ages, I present to you your favorite liberal vegan, Chris Lodondo. Where is he?
Where he's
I
not.
get
think he's
lost?
lost. Dennis.
He didn't walk
Should
in.
I go get him?
I mean, you are the intern.
Yeah.
I'll get him.
He didn't walk in.
Now that he
Oh, that was
blew
a
out the
great intro
speakers.
too.
Yeah, that's weird. But I don't think they hear it in the audience doesn't hear that. We hear that.
I hope so. I'm watching it because we have a little bit of a new setup here in the studio with our headphone. We added a new piece of equipment, and it's popping a little bit. It's pinning out a little bit on our end. I hope it's not on theirs, but I'm looking at it and it doesn't seem to be.
Yeah, it sounds good in the headphones. It's only when we
Yeah.
yell or something. Hey,
what's up, buddy?
There he
Welcome to the
is.
show. You're on the air.
All right.
Oh, he's got a
Good to see
Temple
you,
of the
brother.
Dog shirt on. What's up? What'd you bring me?
That's
Some
a
vegan
Zippo.
ice cream? Did you really? Oh, thank you.
Vegan ice cream.
What's in vegan ice cream?
Lodondo shows up heavy.
Is that the pistachio you like?
Yeah, man. That. Oh, thanks, pal.
No problem.
What makes it vegan?
I don't know.
I know there's no.
It's not made. I actually
no
do.
milk in the product.
because I'm lactose intolerant, so it's made with almond milk or coconut milk.
Oh,
Yeah, it's a combination of
Those brave men squeezing
That's-
almond teats.
it's easy enough.
Is this on? No.
There you go. So
It's on?
How's
my
your-
my headphones might not.
yeah. So there you go.
Okay.
All right. Can you start that clock, man? So I
Done.
don't forget about.
Can
that.
you hear yourself,
Yeah.
Chris?
It's on.
No, I can't hear myself, but I can hear.
I can't hear him in my headphones. I feel like
All right. Well, let's not worry about that. We'll figure it out as we go along. Right?
I have your painting in my car.
I can't wait.
Oh,
it's
wow.
gonna make the
How
well
come
look so
I get
good.
ice cream? He gets a painting.
Well, I have to pay for mine.
Oh, you.
Yeah, I bought.
Oh wow! I didn't know
bought-
you were selling art.
I am.
yeah.
I actually just dropped off. What do you call it? One for Ross Brewery. That's in Red Bank. They're opening
Nice.
soon.
Yeah, it looks good. Lodondo does a bunch of acrylic painting, right?
Yeah.
I see it on it like
You
on
can
stone.
pull that closer.
There's no animal products in your paints, right?
I don't think so.
Like on stone, right? Are you doing it on stone? Like
It's
on
on canvas.
oh canvas, okay.
Yeah.
On stone.
And now, what do you? Because I
Is he
see
a
them,
caveman?
they're very abstract. So
Yes.
where? What do you, are you? Or do you use a brush or you use your hands?
No, it's
It's a pouring combination.
yeah, it's a pouring combination, but it's like I was saying, there's like a little bit of chemistry involved in it. There's you know what Floetrol is?
No,
Don't.
Yeah,
I was an art major. What should I?
well.
I haven't heard any of his music.
Floetrol, it's really used for like if you're doing painting like around the house. You mix it with the paint. It thins the paint and it eliminates brush strokes. But I don't use it for that. I use it to thin the paint.
I mean, when we asked him to come on the podcast, we didn't ask him to come ruin it.
It's like,
I had to mute his microphone.
no, I wish we could have had
Sorry,
the,
like, you know what I mean?
I wish we could have
Holy
had the
shit.
Bob Ross thing.
Anyway, and I mix with and silicone and a torch.
It looks cool. So you go to Christopher Lodondo on Instagram. You can see a bunch of them. They look really cool.
All right, man.
Cool, thank you.
Hey, good to see you, Chris.
I
Yes,
asked
good to see
him
you.
for something about Spider-Man, and he showed up in spades. It was awesome.
Cool, thanks.
I cannot wait to have that hanging on the well.
Oh,
I
well.
want to put that in the well. It's going to be great.
Now, speaking of, so Lodondo posts a lot on social media with his art and stuff. Mike Polano has not posted anything on social media.
Yes.
I post some
that
stuff.
much. Not too much.
When I see something I like, I post it.
Here's the thing, though, and I commend him for this. If this is what you're doing, not one picture of your son
Yeah.
on social media.
Yeah, I'm not a weirdo, man.
But like-
some people are weird.
But no, it's the one where it's like, you figure
you
like
on
there's
Facebook?
initial, like, hey, and then. But you-
I honestly, man, the Lovely and Talented and I made a conscious decision not to do that. Like, I don't live. They're mono. Chris.
which I appreciate.
Yeah, man. We chose not
or
to do that.
respect, I should say.
I don't know, man. I have like it really strikes me in a weird way. Like, I don't care. Of course, I'll take a picture with doing something with my son at some point and post it. Like, no big deal. But like, I know people who like I know.
Oh, yeah.
And constantly post shit.
Yeah.
And I know that what they're posting is completely bullshit
Right.
and contrary to what reality is.
Right. Of
course.
So if I do post anything, it's going to be like poop finger or him screaming or like everybody
real.
like houses on fire, like reality. So I have an issue with that, man. Plus I don't know. It's like and this is going to sound really weird to if you know me at all. If you listen to this show, this is going to sound odd, right? But he didn't make the decision to be posted on social media.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? So who am I to?
He doesn't even know what it is.
Are you baptizing him?
That's a whole nother conversation.
Yeah.
But it's not his.
Wow.
It's he didn't make that decision. So why should we do? Like, I don't know. I feel weird about it. Not to mention I deleted Facebook. The only I have not opened it. It's off my phone. The only reason I haven't
turned it
actually
off?
hit the delete button.
You turned it off. You didn't delete it.
It's still all but deleted. The only thing I kept it for is because it's linked PBR and some other
What about
pages.
Political Polano?
Political Polano. Like you have to have your main page alive to have those. But I deleted it off my phone. I don't ever go on a computer anymore. It's 2018. Come on. So I don't look at it. I don't ever look at it. It's pretty much locked down. So anything that's happening out there, I don't
you're-
know about.
you're still
and
on
I
Instagram.
love it. I'm on Instagram.
But you're not posting a lot on
Facebook was
Instagram.
the only connection I had to him because he deleted me from every Twitter.
I might have to refollow you. Well, here's the thing though. Like I text you.
Right.
I don't know if people know this, right? But there is I have a million pictures of my son on my phone and I share them constantly, but I share them. You can make a shared folder in your photos on your iPhone and you could share it. So I have all his uncles and aunts and my nieces and nephews and
Dennis the Godfather.
Dennis the God. If you want to be on it, I'll
I'm in.
gladly put you on.
I'm
it.
in.
So when I
I
put a
think you
picture
sent me
up-
2 pictures of you holding your kid.
when I put a picture up in that shared folder, though, everybody sees it. You
Everybody
can
gets it.
comment on it, but it's people. It's our family. I don't need like
I respect
strangers
that.
seeing him.
See, that
I
makes
respect that.
I mean-
all the sense in the world to me because when you come into this house, the minute you step onto the property, you are under Polano surveillance.
That's true.
Yeah.
There's key codes. There's that doorknob that you walked into has got like a keypad on it. There was that one summer where you came over and Polano was like, "No, dude, don't go." And he was
Yeah,
in
we were on
Italy.
our
and
honeymoon.
you
That was
were-
last summer.
Yeah, last summer when he was in Italy and you were over here, and he's like, "No, dude, no, don't go to that one. Go to the other one." And you're like, "What the hell?"
No, he said what I literally just said.
Polano has
in a text.
Polano has God mode in the house. So
man. That's
for
why I
me, it
didn't-
was like privacy.
That's why I waited to be escorted in. I thought like I'd fall through a trap.
No, I
You
think-
were on you were on 3 cameras. I
Yeah.
can pull them all up right now before you entered that.
Before you
Yeah.
did.
But the cool,
I didn't
But
want
I
to
think
do
you're on the white list at least for today.
Okay.
the cool thing about it, though, I think, I respect that you're doing that because you're right. So many people just post their kid pictures constantly and it just gets annoying. You feel bad unfollowing. It's a whole thing.
Yeah.
And I like that you just got rid of it. But at the same time, that's a very interesting, like an Instagram page that's just the not fun pictures of kids.
Yeah, dude, it
like
should be
just
reality.
all that.
And let me be honest though,
Real
it's been
kids.
phenomenal. Like he's awesome, he's beautiful, he's healthy. Like we are having the best time. I've been home with him since he's been born. I took leave, and I'll be home with him until September. Awesome. And I love every second of it.
Of course.
That's nobody else's business.
Nobody's.
You know what I mean?
I get it.
I get it, yeah,
but
cool.
I have a couple of Facebook friends that, I think she's nice and she's smart and she's funny, but from the minute they conceived, it was like they were having Jesus, right? And then when
Yeah.
Jesus was born,
Right.
Like I had that child in my face. They don't do anything. It's like, we get it. Okay, I know you've had a kid, and that's awesome.
And it's like right
But
away.
you didn't have the only kid.
Yeah.
But some women, after they have a child, they literally tell their husband or their significant other to like, we have to get a picture for Facebook. Like,
Well, that's crazy. And that person
Like,
should
isn't
be
that
punched in the
crazy?
face and thrown in the well
like
with that.
you see a picture of
Hey.
them like literally right after they gave birth, and
Yeah.
it's on Facebook.
Now,
it's on
don't
Instagram,
don't
it's
get
on-
me wrong, bro. I have that picture. I have that picture of the
Sure, but you
in the
have it.
operating room. Yeah, I took all those pictures.
Yeah.
that's not not for anybody
that's not
else.
for public.
That's for us.
That's for you guys.
You know what I mean? I don't know. That's just the way I look at it. So
Hashtag C-section. Hashtag afterbirth.
yeah, man.
Hashtag purple baby.
I will say this.
Hashtag
too.
eating the placenta. Oh, gross.
I really think, well, a couple things. I really think that social media, and we've talked about this, is clearly destroying society.
100%.
And I think that Parker, definitely, my son Parker, I named him Parker
Great
Michael.
name.
He's the PMP, he's the pimp. So Parker Michael, if not us, will be the last version of humanity that's just human.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
I think that for me, I think privacy's dying.
Well, it's dead.
No, I don't. I don't think it's.
you
dead.
control your
No,
privacy.
it's pretty much dead.
I think it's. I think
I
that
did-
the generation after us
Yeah.
won't have to worry about like the guy that's running for president. He's like, we have a picture of you. You know, it's like, dude, everybody's got that picture. You know, let's move on. Like, there's no more such thing as like my parents' generation. We went into a restaurant with my parents and some older people, and one of the people at the table wanted to post that we were at this place, and my parents were like, well, why? It's no one's business.
Right.
And they're like, why? I'm like, well, what's the big deal? It's like, we're here. What does everybody got to know that we're here? And nobody at the table that was trying to post that we were at the restaurant had a great, answer for that. And then, like, for us, we still have some things we keep private, and we have some things that we post. And then I think that the next generation, Parker's generation, privacy won't mean a thing.
Well, I was in Boston last week for a
sorry.
conference. No, it was all right, except for the bed bugs.
Oh, yeah, I saw that. That's
yeah,
fucking gross.
One, thank God. I was for a conference, but one of the sessions I took was about machine learning and AI.
Yeah.
with dead. It's fucking great. But Generation Z, which is I guess after the millennials, they're more conscious of that of the surveillance, but they're not as accepting to like there's all these theories about that's one thing I hate these conferences. They try to let's try to understand the millennials and what they like and don't like. So I took one of those about Generation Z, which is I think 1995 onward.
Didn't they change our generation?
Yeah. Well,
We're not Y.
No, they just changed it.
we were at the end of X, but then they changed it.
Yeah.
Which is it? Why?
We're not Y. We're somewhere in the middle.
Yeah.
We're like,
I mean,
our own-
Google it while he's finishing
do
his
it.
thought.
I'll do
No, but I'm
they
just saying-
changed our generation.
I was just saying, machine learning. This whole thing about machine learning and AI. It's crazy. And just think about it like with Netflix. Like when you watch something, it's like you may also like this. That's
Yeah.
AI.
Yeah.
So imagine in a couple of years from now, what I hate when I buy something.
We're Zennials.
It follows me everywhere. Like on Facebook, I see ads for it. If I look at my phone, if I look at Instagram, there's an ad.
yeah, you have to delete that shit immediately.
But also,
You know
it
what I
could
mean?
be listening.
It is listening 100%. We've talked about that in depth.
Oh, yeah.
100%. Captain Scurvy, roommate Rob.
Roommate Rob.
We
pirate.
were hanging out talking about, oddly enough, Cabbage Patch Kids.
Nice.
And we talked about him for like an hour. I don't even know why or how, but then he was like, we're sitting on the couch. We were like watching a hockey game. Our wives were here. And he's like thumbing through social media and bang. Ad.
crazy.
Sponsored ad. Cabbage Patch
Cabbage
Kids.
Patch Kids.
That's crazy.
Proof.
Yep.
Yeah.
I mean, so we all know that's you can shut that off.
Somebody did an experiment where they don't own cats. So him and another person sat down in front of their phones that were off, no social media apps up, and discussed cats every day for like an hour for like 2 days. And then all of a sudden on their Facebook feed,
That's
Cat
crazy.
Fancy Magazine or whatever,
And that's what
PetSmart.
that was one of the big things that Zuckerberg was being questioned about and stuff, right? And he
One
said
of.
they're changing that. He's changing that up, and then there's been all these commercials. Like,
Well-
you see these commercials like Facebook's here for the friends.
thing
You
is,
came here to make
I
connections.
have the generations.
The thing is, you can monetize that. You can. That's how you sell ads, right?
Right.
Of course.
So wrong people were buying ads and stuff. That's the whole thing
Yeah.
with Zuckerberg.
So what's the
So,
thing? Because apparently I'm considered
birth
a
start
millennial.
between-
I'm at the very beginning.
Between
of it.
1975 and 1985, they're called the Zennials.
That's us.
Now, here's what's weird. Between 1980 and 1994, those are millennials, Generation Y, or Gen Next.
That's me.
1995 to 2012 is
1980?
iGen/Gen Z. And here's pretty cool. Birth start 2013 or Gen Alpha. So the mutants are here.
Well, like I said, we're the last
Gen Alpha.
we're the last
Gen
version
Alpha.
of humans that are going to just be human. So what I mean by that is these kids are going to have the technology will be embedded. It'll have to be. It's going to take over.
But at the same time, I think a lot of it could do really good things, especially just the technology part. To your point before with social media, it's ruining everything because people are posting stuff that is literally, and it gets overused, fake news, but people repost things that aren't true or data wrong. It circulates, it ends up being everywhere. And no one knows what's true, what's not. And it just gets exacerbated.
The problem is that now it's what you feel. There's no such thing as facts anymore.
Right? I
Because
agree
now
with
it's 2 + 2 is 4, but I don't really feel like it is.
So
and that should have as much weight.
here's in my opinion, because who the hell am I, right? But here's where it shakes out, and I'm about to blame a lot of shit on technology.
Do it.
All right. So I have 8 nieces and nephews. They're all middle, elementary to high school. The oldest just graduated high school.
Congratulations.
The youngest is in kindergarten.
Congratulations.
Thank you. They're all on the phone constantly. When they come to Uncle Mike's house, no phones. I put them in a basket. You can't have them because all they do is stare at them. Right? The kids are on the phone all the time. I had a party yesterday. My niece Jolie was on her phone the entire time. Sorry, I just blew you up, kid. But I love her to death. I hope she's listening. You're on the phone too much, making duck faces, blah, blah, blah. 3 times I said, I have a how would you call it? It's a patio pool. Right, it's not something you would do laps in. It's like a
You can probably just call it a pool.
But everybody's in the pool. There's benches all around on the inside. I don't know if you know. It's like you sit in it. Everybody, the entire family, everybody's sitting in there talking. She's out. I mean, everybody. She's out at the table on the phone, like disconnected completely. Right,
Or completely connected.
Boom.
all right. So here's the caveat. Here's the caveat. If you want, so. In 1995, there was a school shooting in Columbine.
Yes.
No, 1999.
99, yeah. 99 or 97.
I'll say it again.
It was 99.
I'll say it again, and Dennis can Google it. In 1995, there was a school shooting in Columbine.
99.
I'm going to get on a watch list.
So, what else happened around that time when that school shooting happened? What was more? What had just kind of hit the forefront?
April 20th,
What year?
1999.
Okay, so in 1999, I went to Stockton in 97. They just got a computer lab, right? The internet, the World Wide Web had just taken off. I had a professor, Professor Lubinow, who used to show us Machu Picchu on the internet. It took like 40 hours to rotate a 3D image, right? but MySpace existed, right? That was 97. So 97 chat rooms. We always joke
Wait,
about
MySpace didn't exist yet.
Let me finish. We always joke. Can you Google that? Because I don't know when that happened.
You got it.
AOL Instant Messenger did. Chat rooms
Yes.
did.
Yeah,
People are being bullied
AOL
online.
Instant
They're
Messenger
disconnected.
Was our social media, but it was
Right?
just, yeah.
So then that school shooting happened. Okay, so now we can all agree here. My years may be off a little bit, but we all can agree here that the internet happened.
MySpace started August 1st, 2003.
Okay, so AOL chat rooms that happens, then
Yeah.
Columbine happens, and then it progresses, right? And this is also happening on a computer that you probably had in the house that you shared with the family, and it was probably on a dial-up modem, right?
Yep.
Okay, and Columbine happens. So I want you to I'm not going to bore you with all the middles, right? You can kind of do your own research, and I'll take
I'll do it for you.
I'll take you to the last school shooting,
Right.
at least the one that they reported, because they don't report the ones when armed officers stop them. They don't report those, but that's neither here nor there. But now, so take the one computer that's in your home back in the early 90s that you shared with your parents. Maybe not everybody had one, but when you can get on it, you got on it. To now, when you have a cell phone that everybody's connected to with, now there's not just AIM, and there's not just a chat room, AIDS sex location, and there's not just MySpace, but there's an infinite amount of social media apps that these kids can go on,
Yeah.
right? And school shootings become more and more prevalent as that leap of technology innovation happens, the shootings become more and more frequent and more ferocious.
Because these assholes want to become infamous.
So, but here's
or is it because it's harder to supervise?
well, here's the other correlation that you have to make. Okay, so these things happen. You can do your research and you'll see as one rises, as the internet and the computers get smaller and the apps get more prevalent, the shootings become more consistent. Now, I want you to flash back to when you were a kid.
Right.
After school, you go out in the yard. Everybody's outside playing. You're playing ball with Billy and Stevie and Joey up on the block, right? Something happens, you don't agree with it, so you get in a fight. Mike punches Derek in the face. Derek punches Mike in the face. They felt the impact. They felt the emotion. They were friends after they hugged it out, whatever. They knew what it felt like to hurt and to be hurt physically and emotionally.
Yep.
Okay? Today.
Good point.
This does not happen.
No.
Okay? They don't go out in the street. They don't play. They have play dates maybe, but they're bullying on the phone or they're playing on the phone. Maybe we're playing Fortnite and I may be hitting Derek via a game, an app, but he doesn't know what it feels like physically or emotionally to happen. Right? Put all that together in your head, but there's one point I want to make. My nieces and nephews can't go see the next rated R movie that comes out. They can't go to the store and buy a pack of cigarettes. They can't go buy beer. That's all legislated. There's all rules about that. But they could pick up the device and have access to the entire planet with zero regulation. They can go to Pornhub. They could go on Amazon and buy whatever the F they want. They can go do anything they want to, and there's zero regulation. It is proven that every time you get a like, and Derek, you're an addict, right? So every time you get a like or any response, a shot of dopamine.
You get a dopamine shot, right?
That's proven fact. Where else do you get a shot of dopamine? Oh, when you shoot heroin. Right?
Oh, it's addictive. It's like,
but there's zero. You just said it, and there's zero. Say it one more time.
Zero.
Regulation.
right, but at the same time, then you have regulations and everyone gets up in arms about
Is this not a dropped ball?
Yeah, but no, hold on. Now you're.
All right.
Yeah, I thought you were Mr. Net Neutrality guy. Now you're. And this is what you're advocating. No. Kinda.
No. Net neutrality, what I'm saying, are completely different. I'm not saying they should tell you they should shut the internet down at all. I'm saying there should be ratings. There should be like Instagram or better yet, Snapchat, because that seems to be the one that the youngest kids are on, right? Snapchat has zero rating, right? A 4-year-old can make a Snapchat account and send out whatever and receive terrible images that they shouldn't be seeing.
Yeah.
And there's no regulation on that. I'm not saying...
Maybe there's an end run.
Yeah.
You should be able to buy your kids phones that already have latent technology in it so that like I could have a grown-up phone and you could have a phone that's rated for someone between 10 and 11 or 10
Maybe.
to
that's interesting.
and that's
maybe.
it. So now the
would be
internet is
software
still
probably,
free.
though.
The internet is still free.
This is not an argument against the
right,
internet.
You're right.
Okay.
So
No,
the
but
internet is still free. I can still have access to anything I want to see as an adult, or at least legally at least. But then a kid can, you have to buy your, well, I want a phone. Great, you have a phone. Maybe it's got a timer on it.
I think that
Maybe
software exists already.
It does.
I think it does.
Well, I'm talking about like
That's a parental...
Parental controls.
parental controls.
It comes back to the parents with that. So a lot of parents
Right.
are so
It
lax.
Shouldn't, though.
parent-
Does it come back to the parents to go get a pack of cigarettes at the 7-Eleven?
Well,
Yeah.
no.
Hey,
Well,
Parker, go pick me up a pack of... You're 12.
I'll give you an example.
Get on your bike. Go
Kind
get
of
a
used to be able
cigarettes
to
and
do
a beer. No.
Years ago, when remember the Last Temptation of Christ, that movie came out.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
So like the Catholic Church was like up in arms about that film.
that was Defoe, right?
Right.
Yeah.
It was a Scorsese film, whatever. I remember being in church in mass with my mother, and the priest spoke out against that film during like whatever the homily, and I'll never forget my mom looking down at me saying, "Well, you're not going to see that movie," and I didn't see that movie until I was an adult. It's just like embedded, so it does start.
see, and
Parenting
the
is
opposite
raised
parents.
different.
Parenting is big.
Yeah, I got to say, my buddy's a principal, and he was saying to me, he's like, it comes down to the parents, and I need,
Yeah.
he's
Yeah,
like,
that's
and a
true.
lot of these kids, he's like, I
Sorry.
need more social help.
It can't.
in the
Shouldn't.
schools. He's like, I need more teachers that know that are trained.
Doesn't exist.
I don't know.
It doesn't. You're right. It doesn't.
And it
exist,
should.
and it should.
But you can
He's
also
like,
go the
that's
other
what we
way.
need. He's like, because then you get these kids that get this. They're just growing up.
It has to happen.
Their phones are
has to.
teaching them.
So it has to, right?
Like,
there's
the fact that like an 8-year-old could get beheading videos on their phone.
yes, there's
Insane.
That's
no
just,
regulation.
you don't unsee that kind of stuff.
So I just view it as a huge drop ball, and until it's remedied, you're going to continue to have what you're having.
Yeah.
And I'm going to say, I don't want to get into this discussion
And
right
Parker
now,
won't be on Facebook.
but I will tell you this right now. It is not, these issues are not gun issues. They are social. It's a societal breakdown issue. It's a mental health issue.
Yeah,
right?
sure.
Like that we've always had guns. We didn't always have this correlation to
That's
technology.
true. And it's what you were saying before. A kid playing Fortnite who stays inside and always plays Fortnite. My nephew plays it, but luckily he's a very active kid. But not even just Fortnite, all these games where it's first player shooter games. That's all these kids know. And then
Yeah.
one day they go, I want to go out and maybe do
Yes.
that for real because I don't know what that
know.
feels like.
They don't know what
I'm
it
not
feels
saying
like.
that's not the majority. But the majority doesn't go out and shoot up schools.
Yeah, but when I
there
was
is
a
people going
We
out
had
and shooting
those-
up
When I
schools.
was
we
a
had
kid-
those violent games
Yeah,
too.
but
I
I
didn't-
did
No, we did
Yeah.
not, bro. No,
Not like
listen,
this.
We didn't. We had you know what we
I
had
didn't
left
go
to right
jump-
games.
I wasn't
We had
jumping
up
on-
and down games. You know what I mean? We had Metroid. We had Ikari Warriors. Left to right or up and down.
Ikari Warriors.
Yeah.
But I haven't. When I leave here, I'm not going to feel compelled to jump on the back of a turtle.
No, you're.
Yeah, but
Or eat a
you're a
mushroom.
grown ass man who
Yeah, but when
didn't
I was a
grow up in
kid-
that society. You went out in the street and played sports, like
Yeah.
or built forts, or rode your bike and skateboarded, burned your finger, like you know what I mean? Like that doesn't exist now, man.
And honestly, like bullying is bad. I think we all can agree with that. But there is
Derek taking a stand against bullying.
no, there is I mean, you learn to deal with that. You learn like
part of life.
See, but
I didn't
here's the
like
thing.
this, and then I dealt with it, and I
get it. That's a popular thing to say about with the comedians, about everyone needs a bully. It's funny, but
Some people are just
bullying,
not built that way. They
yeah,
handle it.
bullying isn't what it used to be. When you got bullied at school, you could come home and then you'd hang out with your friends
I
on the
get
street.
that.
Now you come home. There was a kid, like an 8-year-old, up in North Jersey. She was like 11 years old, 12 years old. She committed suicide.
yeah, no, I know.
Why? Because when she's home, where's she getting bullied?
She's getting online.
Right. That's my point. This is a
It
huge
never
issue,
ends.
man. Why are these kids allowed to have this?
Now your bullies
They don't need
can
this.
bully you at school. They can bully you on the bus, and then when you try to go online and connect with someone and maybe have a connection and talk about something fun, they're telling you to kill yourself. They're bullying. You don't get to escape
No
your
rating.
bully anymore.
There's no rating.
So
there's no
bullying now isn't
regulation.
like the bullying that like Chris Rock talked about in his latest special. Was it Tambourine, about how when he took his kids to a private school, he got zero tolerance for bullies. Like, I want to get my kid needs a bully. It's like, no, the bullies that you had when we were kids are not the same bullies, because now their bullying doesn't stop.
They're not even real bullies. They're just twerps behind a keyboard.
Yeah, but that's it. It feels like that, but that's important.
They're not like a big kid
Because
who's like,
more and
"Hey,
more
give me your
kids,
notebook."
I get it.
More and more kids, their life is also social media. That's a big part of their
brutal.
life.
It's
Right,
brutal.
which is what is terrible.
They don't.
It was a good idea. Obviously, it's like everything. It's a good idea.
It's going to
that
change.
got
There's going to be a
warped.
huge backlash. I don't know how it's coming or where it's coming from, but it's going to happen, man. It's going to come.
But do you also think that this is just the old men complaining?
No,
Like,
yeah, I think that often.
I don't think
like
so.
this is just us old. Now we're old, and this is the new.
Speak
thing.
for yourself, LaDondo.
No, but like,
Yeah, but it was like, hey,
Like,
hey,
it'll be
kid,
fixed.
Well, you're right.
It was
It'll
like,
be
hey,
fixed.
kid, get off my lawn and turn
Yeah,
down your
but you
radio.
know
Now
what?
it's like, hey, kid, don't shoot.
People
my
were
neighborhood.
Yeah,
well,
maybe
maybe
these
when the radio
kids-
came out, people were very nervous about the radio taking away the family, and then TV
yeah.
was going to
So it
take
could be
away
the next
family.
thing.
I
It'll
have
figure
to
itself
disagree
out.
with
I wish
you.
it was
I
as
mean,
easy
No,
as
I'm
that.
just saying,
Yeah.
just by looking at the pet, like you said, the radio, then the TV, and then whatever.
Radio and TV didn't give
this
everyone an outlet.
generation now, like the 1990, whatever is Generation Z. Maybe they'll figure it out.
Someone they're going to have to.
They'll probably figure. They'll.
The problem is, like, everything you just said happened in our lifetime, right? And the thing that I
just
sound
said
like
this-
such an idiot, not an idiot, but a nerd when I go down this rabbit hole. But technology advances exponentially. It's like it's straight up, man. Like we went from in our lifetime to like no TV and just radio
Black
to
and
where
white
we
TV.
are right now. And I've only been here for 43 years, right? I would say. I just said I went to Stockton in 97. Let's just make it round numbers. 2000, right? It's 2000. So in the last 18 years, we went from not having internet to the problems we're having right now, to this, the cell phone,
Yeah.
right?
Well,
like
you
what
know,
we're doing. Look at this
regulation
table.
is always behind
You know what I mean?
technology.
I'm not even talking about regulation right
Yeah.
now. I'm talking about the advancement in technology.
Oh.
So in the next 18 years, when Parker is 18, bro, there's not we couldn't even sit around this table and guess what's going to be.
No, it'll be the Oasis, like from.
It'll be
Ready
pretty
Player
interesting.
One.
It'll be pretty interesting.
Wow.
There's yeah. Anyway, I don't go down the rabbit hole.
We may have a new listener, so hey, you hear that music in the background? It's a game we like to play. It's called Top or Bottom. I'm going to read you guys 2 terms, facts, whatever they may be. They're a little different this week. You're going to tell me if these two things I read you are in a relationship, which one will be on the top, which one will be on the bottom. We're going to round table it. Ladondo, starting with you.
Okay.
Top or bottom, number one, fake news or social media?
It's kind of like the same
Like,
thing. Kind of like a transgender
I don't think it's the
thing.
same thing at all, man, to be honest. And I
gonna
only gave you
say-
two choices, so where's the
I'm
third?
going to say social media one because there's some good in that.
And there's
Not
no
all
good?
bad.
And there's no good in fake news.
Okay.
Yeah.
So thrusting top for the
Yes.
new listeners
Thrusting top from the top row.
from the top row. Social media one, power bottom fake news.
So I'm going to agree in a different way. I won't make it gross. So no, I think social media is on top. I think fake news obviously on the bottom because
It's fake news.
it's fake news. But social media, there is still some good in there. There is still something good. Being connected isn't wrong. We just haven't figured out how to connect yet. So I'm going to say social media on top. I got lost.
It's been a while.
Yeah, I'm the same. Social media top, fake news bottom.
Yeah, me too, man. I'm so disgusted with
Don't
the
elaborate.
major news networks
Oh,
and the bullshit.
all of them.
I mean, it goes so deep, man. Like, and again, I didn't even. Nobody who I voted for is in office anywhere right now. You know what I mean? But so watching this from an objective, third party, lens.
I voted for
has
Mike Milano.
been
He's not in
absolutely
office.
comical, man. You know what I mean? Like the only
bad,
thing you
Mike.
could do, right?
It's
really bad.
It's a
I mean,
circus.
I told you it was going to be bad, but I didn't anticipate it.
The
was
only
this
thing
bad.
you could do is
it's crazy.
You could put on the only thing you do is put on both sides, right? If something happens, what I've been doing is I put on both, and I'll just by both I mean the left and the right, CNN and Fox. And if they're reporting the same thing from different sides, at least you know that happened, right? But sometimes you turn them on and they're not even reporting the same thing. So I question, well, they're not talking about it. So did it even happen?
No.
If one side's not talking about it, I believe it's tilted that far, right? Like if you put on when
they
Trump went to
choose-
North Korea, they both reported it, obviously from their different perspectives, but it happened, right? But if whatever, something less than North Korea, they might not even
Some
talk about.
insurgent raid.
Yeah.
Like we'll see.
It's so one. It's crazy.
really
It's
is.
crazy. Anyway,
Listen to NPR if you want something like
Al Jazeera's, you'll get it all from there.
or them Al Jazeera.
I like BBC.
Social media on top. Number 2, top or bottom, crypto.
Oh wow!
Dead
How
or-
far have we gotten?
dead
in the
or
show?
alive?
Let me go to my numbers here.
Don't worry about it, dude. Don't worry about it. Is it dead or alive? That's all we want to know.
I don't know. So wait, top or bottom or dead or alive?
I mean, I said it's going to be a little different here. So.
Dead's on top.
No.
Wait,
It's
wait,
dead,
dead's
on
dead
top?
on top or is alive on top?
I don't know. I'll
Speaking
say
of
it's
dead,
still-
I love your
it's-
shirt.
Thanks, brother.
Temple of the Dog. Chris Cornell, rest in
too
peace.
soon.
Rest in peace, Chris Cornell.
Too soon.
I guess I'll put cryptos on top because I have some hope.
Alive.
Alive.
Alive's on top.
Yeah.
I think alive. I'll put alive on top. I think that maybe I don't know whether cryptocurrency is going to survive, but I think blockchain has a lot.
Oh, it's
of,
wonderful.
Impressive things coming to it in the future. So I'm going to say crypto alive on top.
I can't
a
really
weird way to answer that
speak to it a little bit. 'Cause I'm not into it as much as Mike or Chris is, but I would say it's alive, right? I mean, it's alive, alive on
technology.
top. I mean, I don't hear about like there was that just on the news and social media.
Right.
There was that big push. You heard about it like crazy. Now you don't hear about it at all. So in that sense, it seems dead to me. But I don't know it enough to say dead or alive. So I'm going to say alive because you guys say it is alive on top.
Yeah, this
the
is so
numbers.
boring of an episode. Everybody's agreeing. Crypto. Listen, crypto's alive. I always give you guys the example of. I use the Google glasses as my example. How technology comes out,
Yeah, no, I
and then
know.
people forget about it, and then it gets worked on while you forgot about it, and all of a sudden it hits you right in the face.
Right.
All right, get ready.
Get ready for Google glasses.
Get ready
Listen,
for
get ready
Polano
for Google.
currency.
Get ready for
I know, man.
for
I'm
the
just
Apple
telling
Newton
you.
phone coming back.
Listen, buy the dip, people. That's all I'm going to say. I'm not a financial advisor. This is not financial advice.
These are the
This is not sanctioned.
The opinions expressed by Michael Polano do not represent that of PBR. Please seek your financial advisor before making any financial decisions.
Top or bottom number 3. Perception is reality, or reality is reality.
Say that again.
Oh,
Perception is reality,
Yeah.
or reality is reality.
Reality is reality on top.
You think so?
I think. Are you shutting off my mic?
Oh, I'm just turning the music down a little bit. Sometimes I forget.
All right.
That's all.
This.
Yeah. Right? Perception.
Perception is reality,
I
or
got-
reality is reality.
Perception. No.
Wait, but
You
how
can
do we-
perceive something and be incorrect? So reality on top, perception on the bottom. If that's what a game we're still playing.
I kind of think perception is reality because how I interpret something is what's the most impactful to me,
Sure.
for good or for
Yeah,
bad.
this is why people put up fake pictures of their kids. being
Yeah.
happy.
I think that right now, maybe that's the problem, is that perception is reality. There's no truth.
Hundo P.
So right now in America, I think perception is reality.
Yeah.
It's on top right
I
now.
think not that
And
I
it's
want
not good.
Yeah, not that I want it to be on top, but perception is reality. Like all this stuff on Instagram and all this stuff on social media that you see, even stuff I post.
You're about to say perception's reality is on top.
Right, because you're not listening to my explanation.
Go ahead, continue.
So what I'm saying is perception is reality because people...
you know where I'm going, right?
I hope
you
so.
pulling it up?
I think so.
Okay, go ahead, finish.
Perception is reality because people post all this stuff and they think something like I'm 100% guilty of it. You look at my stuff, people see me and they'll see me out. They'll be like, "Oh, Derek, you're killing it right now." They don't know that I'm going through
You're
all
such
kinds
a
of crazy
tool.
stuff.
You're such a tool.
So perception. What I'm saying, it's true. What you got?
I kind of hate you.
What are you talking about? How am I a tool? I'm saying, look at anyone's
I asked this
Instagram.
question because I was so interested in, like,
Look at anyone's Instagram.
yeah, look at it.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying.
You're saying to me right now that your perception is reality is on top of reality's reality?
No, it's not that it's better. Oh, no. I think reality is it's a strange question because it sounds
Well,
like
here-
what's better than the other. Reality is better than perception.
Listen,
being reality.
I'll tell you right now, I agree with the three of you that perception is reality. I believe that 100%.
But that's what people perceive it.
right.
It doesn't mean
whatever
it's real.
they perceive is real. No, it doesn't matter what's real because whatever people perceive is their reality.
Right. That's why I would put it on top because
All
I
right,
think
so
that's what people think.
why? So you just said people look at like, oh, Derek D went out and he's killing it. Look at these, but people also
Right, 'cause casting
look at
directors and
Derek
stuff
D
like to
going,
see that stuff.
Yeah, but they also don't like to see, oh, why didn't I get this job, or why didn't they pick me for this job?
You fell
or,
right into a
yeah, you
Bolano
did,
trap.
dude. Or why did FLD got canceled again? Like, all right, that happened.
I've never said that. How oftentimes have I said it's got canceled again?
Maybe he
And
never
how
said
many
it got
times do I
canceled.
No, I'll
post
take
it?
back the again part.
How many times do I
I'll
post
take
it?
back the again part, but I have a problem. Like,
I
you need to
posted-
stop. You need to stop.
You
We
need-
had this conversation.
I posted one thing that said that because it was an email. It was a
Gentlemen,
month,
would you like to jump in?
it was a month-long process, and I almost had my own fucking Netflix show, and it would have been great. And I got a simple email just saying.
And then
there
what'd
was a
you
few
do?
emails. I posted it because I wanted people that don't know.
Why?
No,
Why?
no.
What? Nobody even knew you. Who would ever know? Nobody.
Exactly. That's the thing. You want to get that. Sometimes you want to get that out.
I've been on many
I've been on a
auditions that I didn't get.
gazillion.
You know who knows about it? Nobody. You know what they know about? The ones that I got and the jobs that I did because perception's reality.
Right. No one knows about the tons that I haven't gotten a ton of big things. This one was gonna be big. And I was this close.
Who cares?
And I just said, you know what?
It's
'Cause people
not.
don't understand. Dude, you don't even at a vulnerable moment. Sometimes, like, look, I kind of want to get it because maybe that helps me get
No,
it out.
you know
there
why I
a
have
little
a
bit.
problem? You know why I have
No,
a
you
problem
don't get
with
what
it?
I'm saying.
I do get what you're saying, and
It
I
was
believe that you didn't get that
It was
because of your
cathartic.
past posts.
100%
I'll
not
say,
true.
I'll say it.
100% not
Well,
true.
I
100%
perceive
not
it to be true, so therefore it's true.
It's not. But sometimes those things can be cathartic for somebody. You know what I mean? You get it out there. You're like,
No,
look,
cathartic is like call me up and we'll go get a beer and we'll talk about it. Cathartic, not putting it out there for the world to see
I
where it
put
can
a
hurt you
little
later.
It's not going to hurt me
it
later.
hurt you.
There was no one's name. In
I
there.
know
There's
it hurt
nothing.
you.
There's no way it hurt
I-
me.
I
Is there
talked to the
is there any
people.
ice over there?
Yeah.
It was simply said we're moving forward with someone else. That could have meant anything about anything.
I personally think it's that shoe rack.
It's
Is
the
really
what?
the shoe rack, your shoe rack in the background.
Oh, that's
You know,
fine.
Dennis is pouring himself whiskey.
I think that cost a few rolls.
In the background of what? In a picture? Oh, like in the dancing video or something?
One of the I see it a lot. I'm like, he's got.
But that has nothing to do with.
That might have been Netflix. Might have been like, look at this fucking guy. With
No,
this thing.
no, that wasn't it.
Sorry with the F.
That wasn't it.
I F bombed.
You could say fuck.
No.
Okay, we can't.
We try to
No,
limit
sorry,
them.
no.
But I'm not. But anyway, perception reality on top. Not that I want it to be on top, but that's the way it is. Look at the celebrity world. That's just the way it is.
I'm going to say this because I feel like I have to because it's been stewing within me, and it's the last time I'll say it. But I believe that a lot of the woe is me, I'll just refer to them as posts,
How many
hurt your advancement.
How many
in a
woe
career.
is me posts did I have?
100. Easy.
Go look.
I mean, Facebook
Go look.
Lives. I mean, it's endless, bro.
Go look. What are you talking about, dude? It's not endless.
Next
you
time
can
you're
maybe
about-
count on 3 fingers. How many times?
Andy Barr,
Womp womp to ching.
our fact checker. I know you have ammonia, but you got a lot of time. You're laying in bed. Go through Derek's stuff.
Andy Barr's thing.
Oh yeah. Well, hey, while we're on the top, we'll do it coming out
We'll
of
do
this.
it coming out of this.
do it
All right,
coming-
all right.
But I disagree with what you're saying. I know.
I
don't
know
woe
you
is
do.
me.
I know you do.
I don't woe is me. Look it through my stuff. Where's the woe is? Look at my Instagram. Where's the woe is me? Look at it right now. Besides that one post.
All right.
With the email.
Well, okay. I'm going to be the intern here. And I'm going to say that this would be the great topic of another entire podcast. And if the fans love it, Dennis is sorry. But we are on number 3 of top or bottom.
Number 4, yeah.
Number 4.
Top or bottom, number 4. Anthony Bourdain. Or Chris Cornell.
Come on.
I know it's tough,
I
right?
love them both. Chris Cornell his music has carried me through life. Top. Love him. Rest in peace. Chris Cornell on top, Anthony Bourdain bottom.
Yeah, you know what? If I'm going to put it up to the way that they affected me, Anthony Bourdain did a awesome, like, down the shore. What was that?
That was a nice
not
episode,
reservations.
yep.
The one
Parts Unknown.
Parts Unknown, where he just went around all these places, and it was a love letter to the Jersey Shore. That man, singular talent, an unmistakable voice, one that we probably won't see again for a very, very long time. So Chris Cornell on top. I'm sorry, Anthony.
Yeah, this is a tough one too, because Chris and just side note about them, like both of them hung themselves.
Is
But
that what
like,
happened to Bourdain? Did they
Yeah.
release that?
Yeah,
Yeah.
from
They
a,
did?
where he could just same with Kate Spade. She could have just stood up. They could have just stood up. They sat down into it with it. But anyway, that's just boggling.
Could
to
they
me.
have been murdered?
But both of that's a whole conspiracy.
Deep
thing.
state shit.
But here's the thing. What's Anthony Bourdain do? He's eating food and talking.
No,
soldiers.
Anthony Bourdain's girlfriend was one of the women who came out against Weinstein.
Okay,
Big-
that's a whole rabbit hole. But let's.
It is a whole
let's
rabbit
call
hole. I'm just saying that,
Let's
like-
call a spade here. No pun intended about Kate Spade. But
She
listen,
also came out against Weinstein.
So someone is cleaning up Weinstein mess?
That's right. Yeah.
So that we could get more Miramax?
do you know that all of the people that died in Nagasaki,
All respect to Kevin
they
Smith.
all were coming out against Weinstein. Oh
Anyway.
God. Oh, dude.
I mean, I want more Kevin Smith, but I don't think I need people to die for it.
Anyway, hold on. So
Sad day.
they were
For
Kevin Smith died
what?
today.
No.
That's why you're talking about it.
no, he's
I thought that's why you're talking about it.
No, he didn't die.
Today he died.
I was just with Ming and Walt. They would have told me.
No,
they
what time did you
definitely
leave
would have
there?
said it.
What?
What time? Look at your
Like
phone.
20 minutes ago.
Oh, he's alive.
He's got to
no.
be alive. I
Comic
would
book
have felt
men
that
is
in my
what died.
soul.
Comic book men died.
Did it
Comic
really?
book men died.
Yeah.
But it might be coming back on another network.
Oh,
But,
Netflix.
Hopefully.
Here's the thing, though. I'm just saying.
Should we just keep talking over Derek?
I think so.
You guys are dicks.
See, negative. He goes.
Chris Cornell or Anthony Bourdain?
I just
Does your hat
I'd
say
have to
Visa?
It would. I'd have to put Chris Cornell on the
Did
top.
you just hear
top. Very
Derek's
good.
brain
Bourdain
go to
about
a
it.
screeching halt?
But these guys, I feel like when they kill themselves, they just weren't in their. Obviously, they weren't in the right mind. But there was alcohol involved. Like
They
I
were
don't
actually both on the
I
same
don't think
drug.
they wanted
What
to.
was the drug?
I firmly
Someone in
believe
A.
they really don't
Someone in
think
A,
they
yeah.
want. I really don't think they
Yeah.
wanted to kill
Abilify.
themselves.
It's it's something they give
No.
for depression. Kate
Yeah.
Spade as well, I think.
Kate Spade was also
Uh,
obsessed with Robin Williams' death, that's a true thing.
Also, Prince was on this drug.
But he,
think he was
Man,
EOD.
I just remember Prince died.
It's like an alternative to heroin. What is it called? Man?
No. This
but that's like
I'm
Dennis the
60%
intern
in this. I
said.
take it all back. I apologize.
Dennis the intern said, with all utmost respect for Anthony Bourdain, he was always a very level-headed dude. Even whichever side he leaned to, he always gave the other side. Listened to what they had to say. It just sucks. It
He
just,
just-
I loved him, man.
when he went to Naples. He went to Naples, and apparently, in the story, they were supposed to go to a restaurant and have like a real Napolitan dinner, right? And the restaurant couldn't do it. So his driver is like, "Well, what are you looking for?" He's like, "We just want a real Napolitan dinner." He goes, "Okay, I'll call we'll go to my mother's house." So Anthony was like, they've got a crew, and he's like, well, "What do you mean we're going to your mother's house?" Like, "We'll go to my mom's." He's like, "Well, shouldn't we call her?" He goes like, "No, it'll be fine. So we should really call her." So they call her, and he goes, "Hey, Ma," in Italian, I'm bringing 10 people for dinner right now. They want to have a real Italian dinner. Okay. They show up. She had to change nothing. She had like the big sterling, the big aluminum pot with
Yeah.
the bones coming out of the salt.
Oh, yeah.
And it was Bourdain sitting at a little kitchen table with a bunch of people, and he's like, this was probably one of the best meals he had in Italy.
Yeah.
Because everything was just made. And for me, I'm La Don. I was like, exactly. If they went to my Nona's house, that's exactly what they would have got.
When I was laying in bed and I was scrolling through first, I peruse social media when I wake up to kind of get a grasp on what's going on in the world.
Right.
And I saw that Bourdain died, and Pam was sleeping, and I literally yelled. It's the first time in my life that from a celebrity,
A celebrity death?
that I
was
was
like, no.
yeah, I was like, and multiple times, and then she woke up and she was like, what?
I think I did the same thing. Maybe not yellow, but I was like, no.
I was upset about that. The one that hit me, honestly, Cornell dying sucked. Prince dying
Robin Williams.
really got me. Robin Williams dying got me. Harold freaking Ramis. It took me a day or two.
Yeah.
That was...
And just think one day Macaulay Culkin's going to go. I don't know how I'm going to deal with that.
I'm
to,
still... Bill.
the
I'm waiting
drug.
on Bill Murray.
The drug was called Ativan.
Ativan.
Yes.
And it's for depression and anxiety. However,
Side effects are blue vision, anal leakage, suicide, and hanging.
well, it's not supposed to be given to people that had addiction problems.
And
Chris Cornell
Chris
had
Cornell.
addiction
Robin
problems.
Williams.
And
Bourdain.
It can cause
Kate Spade as well. She loves shoes.
they weren't in the
hysteria.
they weren't in the right minds.
I've seen
Chris Cornell talked to his wife just before being like, yeah, we're going to go here. Like, if you're in the mindset that you're about to kill yourself,
Yeah.
you're not talking to someone and be like, can't wait to go on this trip with you or whatever, Two things going on here.
yeah, two different shows. What did you talk about, Kate Spade?
I love that they're talking about suicide and we're just laughing in the background.
What are you talking about? You said something about
Kate,
shoes.
He said about Kate Spade.
It doesn't matter. Top or bottom number
He said Kate
5.
Spade loves shoes and I love sneakers.
For those of you who missed it, just hit that little 15-second background.
I knew it
I
was
am
going
not a
on.
monster, but that got me.
Top or bottom number 5, and we actually beat the song, guys. That's 20 minutes.
Wow.
45 seconds. Trump, best ever or worst ever? How will history remember him?
Worst ever. Need I say more?
Yeah, you should say a lot more because I could not disagree. But we'll wait. I'll get there.
Oh God, you're making me pick between these two. Like, I think he'll be like a Van Buren. I think he'll just be a president, and then we'll just move on to the next one. I
hope so.
I think that I don't think he's the worst ever. I don't think he's the best ever. I think that he's just sitting in that chair, and he's not going to want to deal with this again for another term. Come on, just nobody tell him he can't win it so that he won't run again. But I think he's just. He'll be a single termer.
I hope so. Hope he's
But
out
not because
before
he's the
then.
worst.
I don't know. Who is worse than him? Come on. It's so bad, Dennis.
I mean,
Jimmy Carter was pretty bad.
Carter wasn't very
No,
good. He was a
come
victim of
on.
circumstance. Like who thought Coolidge was great? Who's talking
Coolidge
about
fans out there?
How many?
But also-
Am
also,
I going to
though,
drop Taft on you?
It
guys?
also, hold on though, for any president, it's also the time in the time.
Uh-oh.
Yeah.
He might be showing up. He wants to defend himself.
I gotta tell you,
Oh my God! I forgot.
I'm the best ever. Are you kidding me? I'm the best ever.
Donald shows up for the return show.
Donald Trump, everybody.
I gotta tell you, I've been doing this thing lately where I'm about to pass a law that I could go another 4 years. We're talking 12. 12 years. Me and my-
12 years.
Yeah,
12.
12 years. I'm the best ever. Are you kidding me? Listen, look what I've done. I hugged and shook the hand of that little pudge ball.
That was something.
It's gonna
Hey.
be great. First sitting president ever to do that. Okay, I'm creating.
What
a
about
line
standing?
Of communicate. I don't stand much. You could see. I'm a little overweight. My tie's a little long. My suits are not fitting, but I'm working on that. You see, I am open to working on things, but I am the best ever.
Thank
Clearly.
you, President Trump.
But I think a lot of presidents, you're the time in history that you're president is very relates very much to how.
I gotta tell. What's this guy talking about? I don't know who this guy is. This guy, Derek D over here. I don't know what he's talking about. What are you saying?
I'm saying that
Mr. President.
I'm saying that basically because of social media, all that stuff, everyone hates you a lot more, and maybe you should ease back on the Twitter. And
What are you talking about? I'm the best tweeter.
no, what I mean is, you need, if you just went and said like, hey,
What are you talking about? I can't understand what you're saying. Your lips are moving, but to me, I got it. Well, here's what
I am just saying.
Shut up.
Can you just get to the point?
Yeah, I'm trying to.
Oh, okay, good.
I am just saying that I feel like if Donald Trump was a lot like Barack Obama speaking wise, it'd be a whole different. People would look at him a whole different way because
Right.
he's not eloquent on the microphone. He says ridiculous stuff. He tweets like an asshole. I mean,
What are you talking about?
and that's where I think he needs a lot of work.
So
on.
if Donald Trump was a different person,
I would like
a better
to say
president.
that I agree with Derek D.
ooh, President Obama,
Wow.
former President Barack is here.
Just show me your birth certificate. That's all I'm saying. If you could just hand me over that so I could see it. Why is it?
I would like to say that Melania and I think that I have a birth certificate.
Well, I hope you don't mind if I show up,
Jesus Christ, what's going on here?
and I would like to weigh in on this particular issue that we're having.
Are you Bill Clinton?
This is Mr. Clinton.
Oh,
here.
Bill Clinton, everybody.
You know, Hillary ran.
This is John
It was a wonderful.
Jesus.
Verily, here is I am President George
I'll say. Oh, wait, that's Foghorn
That's Foghorn Leghorn.
He wasn't the president.
You dirty rat.
So the top or bottom was best ever
Or worst ever. How will he be viewed in history?
I don't think he's gonna be viewed as the best ever. I don't think he's gonna be viewed as the worst ever. But I got to put one on the top. There's no.
I didn't.
Would you-
go
would-
back and listen? I didn't put him. I didn't do it.
You didn't say anything.
Don't fall into another one of his traps.
It's not a trap. This is not a trap. It's a Skywalker.
It's a trap.
Top or bottom? I think I'm just
Admiral Akbar for president.
jumping in the medium area. I don't know.
I'm going to say that I like to preface every time I talk about him with I did not vote for him.
But
But I think
But if you did, it doesn't matter. And it
I
shouldn't
didn't vote
matter.
for him. I voted for Gary Johnson. I talk about it all the time.
Literally all the time. You're putting your kid to bed with Gary Johnson stories.
What I will say is that I think he's all fake news aside, Ladondo, stop burning out holes in me with your eyeballs. I think he's doing a really good job. And I think that history will remember him because as a pivotal, I don't want to say great, but
let's
as
say
a very pivotal president in our history, because no matter what he does for the next 8 years, right? When he gets after he gets reelected,
I don't think he wants to get reelected. Let me just say that.
he didn't want to
Keep
win the
going.
first time. So after he gets elected again, no matter what happens, I think it's going to really change the way America looks at the way we elect officials.
Apparently, The Rock
Right.
is
I
talking
think
to
so.
people.
Right,
And it's
Yeah.
about
I think it's
time.
also great that Ladondo's been here for over 45 minutes, and that vegan ice cream is still.
that's I bought
Does it-
him.
Yeah, I'm going to put it in the freezer real quick. I'll put it in a second.
It doesn't melt.
It doesn't melt.
Vegan ice
It's made out of
cream.
it's made out of plastic.
So I don't know. I think it's going to be like a real pivotal moment, and I think he's doing some really great things. And,
Like-
and I think a lot of the things that you're going to try to pull up as bad things have been happening way before him, and now
That
they're
is-
just trying to blame him. So
That's a little bit true.
it is
That's
a lot of it true. It's a
true.
lot of it true. We've been going for an hour and 20.
Really?
Okay.
Yeah, I want.
Oh, it's been a while. I mean, it's been a
I
while.
got a lot to say.
I want to like. I'd like to continue the conversation, but maybe we should just give them.
Want to do part one, part two?
Yeah, more.
Let's give him. I don't care.
You know what I mean? You got a watch on over there, Dennis?
I do.
What does it have a timer?
Yes.
What's that timer say?
Right now, the timer is showing
He didn't start it.
58 minutes and 3 seconds.
I started a little late.
No, I didn't start late.
Wow, so that's been an hour just right.
Almost an hour. Almost an hour for our.
How do we attack this? Because I feel like it's dissipated.
Yeah, it's time to say something about something.
It is, right?
It is.
But it's dissipated so immensely. Like I don't know if
I
we'll
don't. I
remember-
think it's still here.
You
It's
think
that we've now
Oh,
we've
we're
accepted it.
We're nose blind.
We're
God
nose
damn it,
blind.
Why is it?
The-
I
we've,
apologize to the listeners. We're
yeah.
popping for some reason.
If they're hearing it.
I think that it's more like it's not so much nose blind as it's our nose Stockholm syndrome. We've
All
just
right, so
accepted our captor.
I don't feel like I can conjure up the verbiage to do this objectively.
Okay.
So I'm going to just give it to you.
You're going to give it to me?
Yeah.
Mr. Redondo.
Yeah.
When you came into the basement here, when you came into the well,
Right.
and you sat down, did you notice anything?
You know, and he hasn't had anything to eat or drink.
No, that's true. That's true.
Did I notice anything?
Yeah,
notice
like you
anything?
have like a strange sensation
senses?
on your tongue.
And of your five
Or like a-
senses, could you say that they were mugged?
Am I being drugged right now?
No, you're not. Not this time.
Damn it, again?
Any of my senses. Okay, it's touch. What is it? It's touch.
It's touch. Yes, that's one of your
Feel.
senses.
No, that's the same thing.
That's the same thing,
You will not
Chris.
agree with me.
Chris, it's the same
Smell,
thing. Smell,
taste, and
Smell.
sight,
and
And
smell.
hearing.
and hearing. This is in mono.
That's in mono.
Yeah. You weren't offended by anything when you walked in physically?
When you sat down, did you feel like maybe something was
Punching you in the
Like
face?
offended his senses, you're saying?
sort of
Yeah.
assaulting you in the nose?
This microphone?
No.
You weren't set up. I'll tell you that right now. We didn't put anything on the microphone.
See, it's not. We dropped the ball on
We
this
dropped
whole
the
thing,
ball,
man.
yeah.
How? How'd you
we,
drop the ball?
we dropped the ball because it's just not working.
I should have used more smell words.
It
when I
needed
was
to be attacked immediately.
Fart on here?
No, I told you we'd not do anything to you.
I don't know. The
No.
lighting here is a little bit darker than it's here.
I'm going to call it then. I'm going to stop the watch.
Stop it.
1 hour and 3 seconds.
I didn't say I was a vegan. Is that it?
No.
No, no.
By the way, guys, I'm a vegan. Boom. Said it there.
There
What
we
is
go.
That wasn't it.
No.
No.
You're in on this too, Dennis? Derek?
Derek.
I'm Derek. That's Dennis.
Sorry, it's been a while.
Yeah. Derek decided it would have been a great idea to spray 22 sprays.
No,
I
see,
mean,
now
an
it's
abusive
exaggeration.
amount. Abusive.
It was
it's on
too-
my tongue. He ruined
No,
my
yeah.
It was too. They were seeing if when you came in right away,
would
if
be
you
able
were
to
like,
smell it?
Yeah.
Derek, I smell your cologne.
Not only would you
do
smell it, would you mention
faintly.
it?
whole. And this is how long? This is hours. This is 2
But
hours.
when I got out of I showered right before we came here to do the show, and it was 2 spritz. But it was
Okay.
right before I left to
Smells
come
like
here.
2 spritz.
This does not a smell like 2 spritz.
But they got it right after I spritzed. You know,
Do you-
So it dissipated.
Yeah, it dissipated
Yeah.
big time. But do you have like an opinion on like how do you feel about somebody who knows they're coming into a closed environment to
Men?
and to be there for hours?
It's more of habit than it is. I was trying to. It's,
Is there not
it's
like-
strictly habit?
Listen.
Oh, shocker! Derek only was thinking about himself on this one.
I was not. I
Anything
just
can happen.
had
Derek smells Derek.
I respect Derek. He's always ready because you never know. Something to the car might be a girl.
Like
or
there's gonna be a
somebody on
couple
the way out.
dames. Like
You
just
never
show
know.
up.
You always got to be ready.
And it's also, it's not even, it's almost, I just do it. It's like muscle memory. I just
muscle
grab
memory.
it, done.
I haven't wore cologne since 1996.
Who wears cologne?
Yeah.
I wear cologne. I'm the stereotype. I'm the stereotypical Italian that puts on cologne.
Is Belmar all the way.
He's AO.
How many-
I wear some. I have a little LaMail. I'll put on a little Bulgari.
My
Every
Axe-
now
my
and
Axe
again.
deodorant. It smells like it's
That is the smell of douchebags. Oh, we're out.
We're out.
We're out.
Can't take it anymore.
We've had enough.
So the show officially back?
No, this was the canceled episode. What do you mean back? Where did it go?
I don't know. I haven't heard. I haven't got any updates
We didn't
on
get
my
canceled
phone.
like FLD.
There was episodes. It doesn't matter. There was episodes that
Yeah, we got
we have
we
two in the
wore
can.
them.
Yeah,
What the
Taylor Allen.
we got
Who
Taylor.
else?
There was Taylor. I think Taylor was on for 2.
Oh, Johnny Crypto.
Johnny
we got a whole
Crypto.
the gun range episode.
Oh,
Gun
yeah.
range.
Yeah, there's so
Oh,
much that we did.
no.
This is going right next to them.
Why don't
Like
you just Netflix them tonight? Just put them right out.
Binge.
I probably should, right?
Just dump them all.
Maybe I just won't ever put them out.
Maybe that's right. Maybe we're just
Prince?
doing this for you.
He just like shelved.
Listen, sometimes you don't want to put out your music.
It's just gonna be a vault.
PBR Podcast, you can find us on the web, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. Give some love. We'd love you back.
Do it again.
See you.